My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of the 2015 movie The Martian. And Ridley Scott is such an interesting filmmaker because here's the deal. I either love his movies or I fucking hate them. There are very few movies in his filmography between that. And The Martian is one of his best. So, let's begin by talking about the cast. And Matt Damon is a great actor who has given plenty of impressive performances, but this is his best. He carries this movie perfectly. He is so charismatic and entertaining to watch, but he also brings some real emotional weight when needed, and he also provides some much needed levity. And he just did everything he needed to perfectly. Incredible job by him. Jeff Daniels, I think, is very good here as well. He does a press conference early on, and just his line delivery there is perfect. Jessica Chastain, I think, does a pretty good job. Wish she had a bit more to do, but still pretty good. Sean Bean, I think, does a pretty good job as well. He just brought some gravitas to his character. Benedict Wong, I thought, did a good job. Christian Wig does a perfectly fine job. Shuto Ejiofor, I thought, did a pretty good job. Mackenzie Davis does a perfectly fine job. Michael Pena does a pretty good job. Kate Ma does a perfectly fine job. Sebastian Stan is fine, I guess. Axel Heine, whenever I saw him, I kept thinking it was Bill Burr, but he does a perfectly fine job. And as someone who loves Community, it is so nice to see Donald Glover in a movie of this size. He's not in it much, but I actually think he is a real standout. So that is a big cast. Lots of big names, and everyone delivers. This is a fantastic ensemble. And what I love so much about this movie is that it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and it just flies by. This is a very entertaining and engaging story in which I was emotionally invested the entire time. You're just watching smart people be smart and talk about smart things, and it's just very compelling. And yes, this movie is filled with exposition, but it's needed. And I like the fact that they explained stuff as much as they did. I also think this movie is actually really funny. Like, I laugh plenty of times, but there's also greater purpose behind the humor. Because everything happening is so dire, it's so serious, so the humor is like a coping mechanism for the characters, and it really works. And I just think this movie is optimistic, it's moving, it's inspiring stuff. Like, you are watching so many different people come together to save one individual. People are making sacrifices, and people are making risks, and even if they don't pay off, you still understand why they cut the corners they did. And there are moments where you feel hopeless, moments that are very depressing, but holy shit, by the end of this movie and just everything comes together, it is such powerful stuff. And it just leaves you on a real high. It's just a very optimistic, feel good movie. And look, I know this is a hot take, but I've never liked Apollo 11. And I feel like this movie is a better, more emotional version of Apollo 11. So, yes. The soundtrack to this movie is quite good. You've got Love Train by the OJs. You've got Starman by David Bowie. You've got I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. You've got Waterloo by ABBA. You've got Walk the Boat. Just plenty of great upbeat songs that once again are so needed for this movie. I think this movie looks and sounds fantastic. The technical aspects are so well done, and just the editing. There is so much going on, so many different characters, and it always feels focused. So, like, this movie just really did it all perfectly. Ridley Scott gave us one of his best movies here, and I almost forgot to mention that it is tense. Like, as feel good as the ending is, getting there, oh, I was on the edge of my seat. So, I love this movie. It's really fantastic. It's just an easy to love movie that I think most people will, at the very least, like. It is funny, it is emotional, it is inspiring, it is tense. It just gives you everything while being very entertaining, being very smartly written, and an entire fantastic ensemble with Matt Damon just giving his best performance. I'm giving The Martian a 9 out of 10. This movie really is that good. But The Martian, have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.